David Kilsall is first with 10 kilos. Best lap is a 0:38.094. Glenn Field is third with 30 kilos. Best lap is a 0:38.600. James Allen is second with 30 kilos. Best lap is a 0:38.345. 25 minutes remaining in the session. David Kilsall is P1. Best lap is a 0:37.952. Doug Crosby is 7. Jimmy Bowe is P8. Marcus Singenden is P6 with 30 kilos. Best lap is a 0:39.419. David Forsyth is 12 with 10 kilos. Rene Robertson is P5 with 70 kilos. Best lap is a 0:38.951. Marcus Singenden is P6. Best lap is a 0:39.061. Brian Patterson is P11 with 30 kilos. Rene Robertson is P5. Best lap is a 0:38.703. Dominic Singenden is P12 with 70 kilos. Best lap is a 0:41.466. Brian Patterson is P6. Best lap is a 0:38.862. Dominic Singendonk is 12th with 70 kilos. Minutes remaining in the session. Robert Cormack is P2. Best lap is a 0:38.087. Dominic Singendonk is 10th. Best lap is a 0:40.052. Glenn Field is 5th. David Kilsall is 2nd. Marcus Singendonk is 8th. David Forsyth is P11. Best lap is a 0:40.218. Masaj Sadolski is 15th with 30 kilos. Doug Kosky is P12. Best lap is a 0:40.293. Robert Cormack is 1st. Best lap is a 0:37.932. David Kessel is P2. David Forsyth is P9. Best lap is a 0:39.181. Robert Cormack is P1. Minutes remaining in the session. Jimmy Bowe is 14th. David Kilsall is second. Marcus Singendink is P10. Martin Moll is 13th with 70 kilos. Best lap is a 0:39.784. Maddie Shepherd is 12th with 70 kilos. John Astrup is P7 with 50 kilos. Best lap is a 0:38.619. Maddie Shepherd is P14. Best lap is a 0:39.642. Dominic Babagi is 16th with 30 kilos. Rene Robertson is P9. Best lap is a 0:38.641. Brian Patterson is P4. Best lap is a 0:38.233. Rene Robertson is P9. Hein van Niekerk is 18th with 50 kilos. John Astrup is 5th. Best lap is a 0:38.367. 10 minutes remaining in the session. Marcus Singendink is 12th. Dominic Fabavio is 16th with 30 kilos. Best lap is a 0:40.438. Marcus Singendink is P12. Hein van Niekerk is P17. Best lap is a 0:41.766. Maddie Shepherd is P14. Doug Crosby is P15. Marty Jahal is 11. Best lap is a 0:38.872. Jimmy Bowe is P8. Best lap is a 0:38.624. Ryan Skywalker is P6 with 50 kilos. Best lap is a 0:38.393. David Kilsall is P1. Best lap is a 0:37.931. Dominic Favagyu is 16. Marcus Singendon is P12. 5 minutes remaining in the session. Martin Moll is 11th. Ryan Skywalker is 6th. Dominic Singendon is 10th. Best lap is a 0:38.734. Hein van Niekerk is P17. Robert Cormack is P2. Brian Patterson is 4th. David Forsyth is 14. Hein van Niekerk is 17. Ryan Skywalker is P7. Marcus Singendon is 13th. Doug Cosby is 5th. Ryan Skywalker is P7. Marcus Singendent is 14. Martin Moll is P12. The qualification session is at V1.0 in Indianapolis, USA. The wind speed is 9 km/h from the northeast. Jovanu Stuursen from South Africa is first with 10 kilos. Dominic Singendink is 6th with 70 kilos. Jovanu Stuursen is 9. Dominic Singendink is P7. Jovanu Stuursen is P3. Best lap is 0:38.875. 0.702 off pole. David Forsyth is P4 up 0.19 with 10 kilos. Jovanu Stuursen is P3. Jovanu Stuursen improved his P3 with 0:38.755. .582 off pole. Marcus Singendink is provisional pole with a 0:38.693. Dominic Singendink is provisional pole with a 0:38.683. Rene Robertson is P7. Rene Robertson improved his P6 with a 0:38.808. .635 off pole. Masaj Sadolski is P9. Masaj Sadolski improved his P9 with a 0:40.825. 2.652 off pole. David Forsyth is 4th. David Forsyth is provisional pole with a 0:38.588. Masaj Sadolski is P9. Barry Sale is 7th. Barry Sale improved his P4 with a 0:38.675. .502 off pole. Sale is provisional pole with a 0:38.401. Jovanu Stuarzen is P4. Jovanu Stuarzen is provisional pole with a 0:38.394. Maddie Shepherd is provisional pole with a 0:38.154. Marcus Singendink is P6 with 30 kilos. Best lap is a 0:38.679. .525 off pole. 25 minutes remaining in the session. Masaj Sadolski is 9th with 30 kilos. Maddie Shepherd is provisional pole with a 0:38.083. Masaj Sadolski improved his P9 with a 0:40.030. 1.947 off pole. Jovanu Stuarzen from South Africa is P2. Best lap is a 0:38.394. .311 off pole. Dominic Singendink is 5th. Best lap is a 0:38.652. .569 off pole. Rene Robertson is 7th with 70 kilos. David Forsyth is 4th up 0.10. David Forsyth improved his P2 with a 0:38.279. 0.196 off pole. Maddie Shepherd is first with 70 kilos. Best lap is a 0:38.083. Barry Sale is P4. Best lap is a 0:38.401. 0.318 off pole. Maddie Shepherd is provisional pole with a 0:38.077. David Forsyth is second. Marcus Singendink is sixth. Best lap is a 0:38.594. 0.517 off pole. "20 minutes remaining in the session. Rene Robertson is seventh. Best lap is a 0:38.719. 0.642 off pole. Marta Jawol is 8th with 70 kilos. Marta Jawol improved his P8 with a 0:38.782. 0.705 off pole. Jovan Stewelsen is P3 up 0.20. Jovan Stewelsen improved his P3 with a 0:38.229. 0.152 off pole. Rene Robertson is 7th up 0.27. Marcus Singendink is sixth. David Forsyth is P2. Best lap is a 0:38.195. 0.118 off pole. Marcus Singendink is P6 up 0.08. Marcus Singendink improved his fifth with a 0:38.544. 0.467 off pole. Marta Jawol is P8 up 0.10. Martin Moll improved is 6th with a 0:38.569. 0.492 off pole. David Forsyth is second up 0.1010 kilos. David Forsyth improved is second with a 0:38.090. 0.013 off pole. Martin Moll is P6. Best lap is a 0:38.569. 0.492 off pole. Maddie Shepherd is first up 0.02. Maddie Shepherd is provisional pole with a 0:38.065. 15 minutes remaining in the session. Dominic Favagu is P10 with 30 kilos. James Allen is 11th with 30 kilos. Dominic Favagu is 18. Robert Cormack is P13. James Allen is P12. Ryan Skywalker is 16th up 0.14 with 50 kilos. Ryan Skywalker improved is 16th with a 0:39.288. 1.223 off pole. John Astrup is P16 with 50 kilos. John Astrup improved is 11th with a 0:38.396. 0.387 off pole. Dominic Favagu is 5th up 0.11. Dominic Favagu is provisional pole with a 0:38.060. David Kilsall is first with 10 kilos. Best lap is a 0:38.009. James Allen is 17th up 0.48 with 30 kilos. Dominic Bugatti is provisional pole with a 0:37.956. James Allen improved his 7th with a 0:38.200. 0.244 off pole. Glenn Field is 10th up 0.14 with 30 kilos. Glenn Field improved his 7th with a 0:38.110. 0.154 off pole. Jimmy Bowe is P12. Remaining in the session. Robert Cormack is P9 up 0.06. David Kilsall is provisional pole with a 0:37.899. Robert Cormack improved his 4th with a 0:38.066. 0.167 off pole. James Allen is 9th with 30 kilos. James Allen improved his 8th with a 0:38.095. 0.196 off pole. Ryan Skywalker is P13 up 0.10. Ryan Skywalker improved his P12 with a 0:38.267. 0.368 off pole. Brian Patterson is P8 with 30 kilos. Best lap is a 0:38.092. 0.193 off pole. John Astrup is 12th. Best lap is a 0:38.232. 0.333 off pole. Ryan Skywalker is P10 up 0.10. James Allen is P9 up 0.10. James Allen improved his P2 with a 0:37.929. 0.030 off pole. Robert Cormack is 4th. Best lap is a 0:37.960. 0.061 off pole. Doug Crosby is P7 with 30 kilos. David Kilsall is first. Doug Crosby is 6th. Best lap is a 0:38.045. 0.146 off pole. Five minutes remaining in the session. James Allen is 2nd. David Kilsall is first. Best lap is a 0:37.899. Brian Patterson is P10. Ryan Skywalker is P6 up 0.10. Doug Crosby is P7. Best lap is a 0:38.014. 0.115 off pole. Ryan Skywalker is P6 up 0.14. David Kilsall is first with 10 kilos. Ryan Skywalker is 6th up 0.11. Doug Crosby is 7th. Ryan Skywalker is P6 up 0.13. Ryan Skywalker is provisional pole with a 0:37.891. David Kelsall is provisional pole with a 0:37.849. David Kelsall is first with 10 kilos. Best lap is a 0:37.849. Dominic Fabardou is 4th. Best lap is a 0:37.956. 0.107 off pole. The qualifying session is now in overtime. James Allen is P3. Best lap is a 0:37.929. 0.080 off pole. The race session is at V1.0 in Indianapolis, USA. The wind speed is 20 km/h from the northeast. Maciej Sadowski is P15. David Kelsall is P1. Ryan Skywalker is second with 50 kilos. James Allen is third with 30 kilos. Dominic Fabardou is fourth with 30 kilos. Robert Cormack is fifth. Glenn Field is sixth with 30 kilos. Doug Crosby is seventh with 30 kilos. Brian Patterson is 8th with 30 kilos. Maddie Shepherd is P9 with 70 kilos. David Forsyth is P10 with 10 kilos. John Astrup is P11 with 50 kilos. Jimmy Bowe is 12th. Jovanu Stuurzen from South Africa is P13 with 10 kilos. Barry Sale is 14th. Marcus Singendink is P15 with 30 kilos. Martin Moll is P16 with 70 kilos. Dominic Singendink is 17th with 70 kilos. 40 minutes remaining in the session. Race start. David Kilsall is first. Ryan Skywalker is P2. James Allen is P3. Dominic Favagu is 4th. Robert Cormack is 5th. Robert Cormack lost 5th to Glenn Field. Glenn Field is P6. Doug Crosby is 7th. Maddie Shepherd is 9th. Maddie Shepherd passed Brian Patterson for P8. Brian Patterson is P9, 0.2 behind Maddie Shepherd. John Astrup is P11. David Forsyth on lap 1 is 11th, 0.1 behind John Astrup. David Forsyth is now 17th. James Allen is P2, 0.4 behind Ryan Skywalker. David Kilsall is P4 with 10 kilos, 0.4 behind Robert Cormack. Brian Patterson is 8th, 0.4 behind Marcus Singendink. Jovanu Stuurzen is P11, 0.5 behind John Astrup. Jovanu Stuurzen is now P12. James Allen is P2, 0.3 ahead of Barry Sale. Barry Sale entering the pits is P4. Dominic Singendink is 13th, 0.5 behind Jovan Oosthuizen. Dominic Singendink is now P12. David Kilsall is P4, 0.5 behind Robert Cormack. John Astrup on lap 3 is 10th, 0.5 behind Matty Shepherd. Barry Sale exiting pits. David Kilsall is P4, 0.5 behind Robert Cormack. "35 minutes remaining in the session. Matty Shepherd on lap 3 is 9th, 0.5 behind Brian Patterson. John Astrup is 10th, 0.4 behind Matty Shepherd. Glenn Field exiting pits. James Allen is second, 0.5 behind Ryan Skywalker. Doug Crosby on lap 3 is P6, 0.5 behind Dominic Favagyu. Matty Shepherd is P9, 0.4 behind Brian Patterson. Matty Shepherd is now 9. Dominic Singendink is 11th, 0.1 behind Matty Shepherd. Dominic Singendink is 1.9 faster last lap. Marta Jahal is P12 with 70 kilos, 0.2 ahead of John Astrup. Marta Jahal was 2.9 faster last lap. John Astrup is P14, 0.2 ahead of Rene Robertson. John Astrup lost P13 to Rene Robertson. Jimmy Bowe is P16, 0.2 behind David Forsyth. Glenn Field is 18. Best lap is a 0:40.948. 0.208 off the fastest lap. David Forsyth is P18, 0.2 behind Glenn Field. Ryan Skywalker is second, 0.1 behind David Kilsall. Ryan Skywalker is now first. James Allen is P2, 0.2 behind Ryan Skywalker. James Allen passed Ryan Skywalker for P1. Favagyu on lap 7 is third, 0.2 behind Ryan Skywalker. Dominic Favagyu was 1.4 faster last lap. Robert Cormack is fourth, 0.1 behind Dominic Favagyu. Robert Cormack is now third. Marcus Singendink is P4, 0.2 behind Robert Cormack. Robert Cormack is 0.8 faster last lap. Dominic is P6. Best lap is a 0:40.789. 1.150 off the fastest lap. Doug Crosby is 7th, 0.2 ahead of Jovan Oosthuizen. David Kelso exiting pits. Jovan Oosthuizen is P8, 0.4 behind Doug Crosby. Rene Robertson is 10th at 70 kilos, 0.2 behind Brian Patterson. 40 minutes remaining in the session. Brian Patterson is P10, 0.2 behind Rene Robertson. John Astrup is 12th, 0.1 behind Brian Patterson. John Astrup passed Brian Patterson for P11. Marty Jamal is 15th, 0.3 ahead of Jimmy Bowe. Jimmy Bowe was 0.5 faster last lap. Marty Jamal is now 14th. Marcus Singenden on lap 10 is 7th, 0.3 ahead of Jovan Oosthuizen. Jovan Oosthuizen is 8th, 0.4 behind Marcus Singenden. Rene Robertson is P10, 0.3 behind Glenn Field. Marty Jamal is P15. Best lap is a 0:41.217. 1.879 off the fastest lap. Barry Sale entering the pits is P13. James Allen is 2nd, 0.3 behind Ryan Skywalker. Marcus Singenden is P7, 0.3 behind Doug Crosby. Barry Sale exiting pits. Jovan Oosthuizen on lap 12 is 8th, 0.1 ahead of Glenn Field. Glenn Field was 0.6 faster last lap. Jovan Oosthuizen lost 8th to Glenn Field. Rene Robertson is P10, 0.1 behind Jovan Oosthuizen. Rene Robertson passed Jovan Oosthuizen for 9. Jovan Oosthuizen is 10th with 10 kilos, 0.2 ahead of John Astrup. Jovan Oosthuizen is now P9. Marcus Singenden entering the pits is 5th. Jovan Oosthuizen is now P10. John Astrup is P10, 0.3 behind Jovan Oosthuizen. Robert Cormack is 3rd. Best lap is a 0:39.672. 0.334 off the fastest lap. Matty Shepherd is 4th, 0.4 behind Robert Cormack. Jovan Oosthuizen is 10th, 0.3 behind John Astrup. John Astrup is 9, 0.2 ahead of Joe Roos-Stuarzen. Matty Sheppard on lap 16 is 3rd, 0.4 behind James Allen. John Astrup is 9, 0.2 behind Rene Robertson. John Astrup passed Rene Robertson for P8. 25 minutes remaining in the session. Rene Robertson is P9, 0.2 behind John Astrup. James Allen is P3, 0.3 ahead of Robert Cormack. Robert Cormack is 4th, 0.2 behind James Allen. Robert Cormack passed James Allen for P3. James Allen is P4, 0.4 behind Robert Cormack. Glenn Field is P7, 0.2 behind Doug Crosby. Joe Roos-Stuarzen is P10 with 10 kilos, 0.4 behind Rene Robertson. Doug Crosby is P7, 0.2 behind Glenn Field. Joe Roos-Stuarzen from South Africa is 10th, 0.2 behind Rene Robertson. John Astrup is 8th, 0.4 behind Doug Crosby. Rene Robertson is 10th with 70 kilos, 0.2 behind Joe Roos-Stuarzen. John Astrup is 8th, 0.3 behind Doug Crosby. Ryan Skywalker entering the pits is 8th. John Astrup is now 7th. Rene Robertson is P9, 0.3 behind Joe Roos-Stuarzen. Robert Cormack is 2nd, 0.5 behind Matty Sheppard. Glenn Field is P5, 0.3 behind Dominic Devargue. Ryan Skywalker exiting pits. John Astrup is 7th. Best lap is a 0:39.421. 0.083 off the fastest lap. Glenn Field is 5th, 0.4 behind Dominic Devargue. Doug Crosby is P7. John Astrup entering the pits is first. Robert Cormack is third, 0.4 behind Matty Shepherd. Glenn Field is P6 with 30 kilos, 0.2 behind Dominic Favagyu. Glenn Field is now P7. Robert Cormack is P3, 0.4 behind Matty Shepherd. 20 minutes remaining in the session. Robert Cormack is now second. Jovanu Stuarson entering the pits is P8. James Allen is third, 0.5 behind Robert Cormack. Rene Robertson entering the pits is 10th. Brian Patterson entering the pits is 15th. Martin Moll entering the pits is P12. Robert Cormack is second, 0.3 ahead of James Allen. James Allen is P3, 0.4 behind Robert Cormack. Jovanu Stuarson exiting pits. Rene Robertson exiting pits. Brian Patterson exiting pits. Martin Moll exiting pits. Barry Sale is 8th, 0.7 behind Jimmy Bowe. Barry Sale was 16.7 faster last lap. Barry Sale passed Jimmy Bowe for P7. Glenn Field is 7th with 30 kilos battling Barry Sale. Barry Sale was 10.3 faster last lap. Glenn Field passed Barry Sale for 6th. Glenn Field lost P6 to Barry Sale. Dominic Favagyu is second, 0.3 ahead of Robert Cormack. Dominic Favagyu lost third to James Allen. James Allen is P3, 0.3 behind Robert Cormack. David Forsyth entering the pits is 10th. Jimmy Bowe is P5, 0.3 behind Jovanu Stuarson. Jimmy Bowe lost 6th to Rene Robertson. Robert Cormack is second, 0.2 ahead of James Allen. James Allen on lap 26 is third, 0.3 behind Robert Cormack. David Forsyth exiting pits. Dominic Favagyu exiting pits. Martin Moll is 6th, 0.4 behind Rene Robertson. Barry Sale exiting pits. James Allen is third, 0.4 behind Robert Cormack. Robert Cormack is P2, 0.1 behind Matty Shepherd. Robert Cormack is now P1. Jovanu Stuarson from South Africa is third, 0.9 behind James Allen. Glenn Field exiting pits. James Allen is P2, 0.2 behind Robert Cormack. Jovanu Stuartson is third, 0.5 behind James Allen. James Allen entering the pits is fourth. Jovanu Stuartson is now P2. Jimmy Bowe entering the pits is 13th. Matty Shepherd entering the pits is 6th. 15 minutes remaining in the session. Martin Moll is P4 with 70 kilos, 0.4 behind Rene Robertson. Glenn Field on lap 27 is P11, 0.5 behind Dominic Favagu. James Allen exiting pits. Matty Shepherd exiting pits. Jimmy Bowe exiting pits. Martin Moll is P4. Best lap is a 0:40.885. 1.547 off the fastest lap. Glenn Field is P11, 0.7 behind Dominic Favagu. Matty Shepherd is 6th, 0.5 behind James Allen. Glenn Field is P11, 0.4 behind Dominic Favagu. Rene Robertson is P2, 0.2 behind Jovanu Stuartson. Martin Moll on lap 29 is third, 0.2 behind Rene Robertson. James Allen on lap 29 is P5, 0.4 behind Matty Shepherd. Forsyth is 9. Dominic Favagu is 10. Best lap is a 0:39.894. 0.556 off the fastest lap. Dominic Favagu passed David Forsyth for P9. David Forsyth is P10, 0.1 behind Dominic Favagu. David Forsyth is number 9. Dominic Favagu is 11. Dominic Favagu passed David Forsyth for 10. Dominic Favagu lost P10 to David Forsyth. Barry Sale is 12, 0.1 behind Dominic Favagu. Barry Sale was 1.4 faster last lap. Glenn Field is 9, 0.2 behind Brian Patterson. Glenn Field passed past Brian Patterson for P8. Brian Patterson is 9, 0.3 behind Glenn Field. David Forsyth is P11, 0.1 behind Dominic Fidalgo. Dominic Fidalgo is P11 battling David Forsyth. 10 minutes remaining in the session. Dominic Fidalgo is now P10. Barry Sale is 11, 0.3 behind Dominic Fidalgo. Dominic Fidalgo is P10, 0.3 behind David Forsyth. Barry Sale is P11, 0.5 behind Dominic Fidalgo. Dominic Fidalgo is 10th. Barry Sale is P11, 0.2 behind Dominic Fidalgo. Robert Cormack is P6, 0.3 behind Marta Jamal. Robert Cormack was 1.7 faster last lap. Robert Cormack passed Marta Jamal for 5th. Marta Jamal is 6th with 70 kilos, 0.3 behind Robert Cormack. Dominic Fidalgo is P11. Dominic Fidalgo passed Barry Sale for P10. Barry Sale is 11, 0.1 behind Dominic Fidalgo. Rene Robertson is P3, 0.2 behind Matty Shepherd. Barry Sale is P11, 0.1 behind Dominic Fidalgo. Rene Robertson is P3, 0.3 behind Matty Shepherd. Dominic Fidalgo is P9, 0.1 behind Barry Sale. Matty Shepherd on lap 38 is P3, 0.3 behind Rene Robertson. Rene Robertson is P3 battling Matty Shepherd. Dominic Fugagio is P9, 0.7 behind Barry Sale. Barry Sale was 0.5 faster last lap. Rene Robertson is P2, 0.1 behind Matty Shepherd. Dominic Fugagio is 9th. 5 minutes remaining in the session. Rene Robertson is P2, 0.1 behind Matty Shepherd. Dominic Fugagio is P9, 0.5 behind Barry Sale. Jovan Oosthuizen is P5, 0.5 behind Martijn Mol. Dominic Fugagio on lap 41 is P9, 0.4 behind Barry Sale. Jovan Oosthuizen is P5. Best lap is a 0:39.494. 0.703 off the fastest lap. Dominic Fugagio is 9th with 30 kilos, 0.5 behind Barry Sale. Martijn Mol is 5th, 0.1 behind Jovan Oosthuizen. Barry Sale on lap 42 is 8th, 0.4 behind Ryan Skywalker. Barry Sale was 2.1 faster last lap. Dominic Fugagio is 9th, 0.5 behind Barry Sale. Barry Sale is 8th. Best lap is a 0:39.671. 0.880 off the fastest lap. Ryan Skywalker is P8 battling Barry Sale. Ryan Skywalker lost 8th to Dominic Fugagio. Dominic Fugagio is 8th, 1.6 behind Barry Sale. James Allen on lap 46 is P3, 1.4 behind Rene Robertson. Glenfield is P6. Best lap is a 0:39.374. 0.583 off the fastest lap. Barry Sale is P9, 2.1 behind Ryan Skywalker. Maddie Shepherd entering the pits is P1. Martigemol is P6, 0.3 behind Glenfield. Glenfield was 2.3 faster last lap. Maddie Shepherd exiting pits. James Allen is P2, 0.4 behind Rene Robertson. James Allen was 0.6 faster last lap. Barry Sale is 9, 2.2 behind Brian Patterson. Ryan Skywalker entering the pits is P7. Barry Sale is now P10. James Allen is second, 0.3 behind Rene Robertson. The leader has just finished the race. Rene Robertson finished P1. James Allen finished second. Martigemol finished fifth. Dominic Favagu finished P6. Jimmy Bowe finished P9. Joe Stewart finished P3. Brian Patterson finished P7. David Forsyth finished P12. Barry Sale finished P8. Glenfield finished 4th. The race session is at V1.0 in Indianapolis, USA. The wind speed is 16 km/h from the north-northeast. Jimmy Bowe is P1. Barry Sale is P2. Brian Patterson is P3 with 30 kilos. Dominic Favagu is 4th with 30 kilos. Martin Moll is 5th with 70 kilos. Glenn Field is P6 with 30 kilos. James Allen is 7th with 30 kilos. Rene Robertson is 8th with 70 kilos. Maddie Shepherd is 9th with 70 kilos. David Forsyth is P10 with 10 kilos. Robert Cormack is P11. John Astrup is 12th with 50 kilos. Doug Crosby is 13th with 30 kilos. David Kilsall is 14th with 10 kilos. Jimmy Bowe is P1. "40 minutes remaining in the session. Race start. Brian Patterson is P2. Brian Patterson lost P2 to Barry Sale. James Allen is 7th. Rene Robertson is P8. Maddie Shepherd is P9. David Forsyth is 11th. David Forsyth passed Robert Cormack for 10th. Robert Cormack is 11th. Doug Crosby is P13. Doug Crosby passed John Astrup for 12th. John Astrup is 13th. John Astrup passed Doug Crosby for P12. Doug Crosby is 13th, 0.5 behind John Astrup. Barry Sale is P3. Barry Sale is now second. Brian Patterson is P3, 0.3 ahead of Martin Moll. Martin Moll is P3, 0.2 behind Brian Patterson. Jimmy Bowe is P4, 0.4 behind Martin Moll. Shepherd was 5th with 70 kilos, 0.2 behind Jimmy Bowe. Jimmy Bowe is P5 battling Matty Shepherd. Jimmy Bowe is now 4th. Robert Cormack is P6, 0.2 ahead of Brian Patterson. ReneRmotorsport-Assetto is 7th, 0.2 ahead of Doug Crosby. Doug Crosby is 8th with 30 kilos battling David Forsyth. David Forsyth on lap 4 is P10, 0.1 behind Doug Crosby. David Kilsall is P11, 0.2 behind David Forsyth. 35 minutes remaining in the session. Marty Jamal is P4, 0.4 behind Dominic Bavague. Glenfield entering the pits is P14. Doug Crosby is 10th, 0.1 ahead of David Kilsall. Brian Patterson exiting pits. Robert Cormack is P5, 0.2 behind Marty Jamal. Jimmy Bowe is P6, 0.4 behind Robert Cormack. Robert Cormack was 0.7 faster last lap. Glenfield exiting pits. ReneRmotorsport is 7th. Best lap is 0:40.484. 0.599 off the fastest lap. David Kilsall is 11th, 0.1 behind Doug Crosby. James Allen is P11 battling David Kilsall. James Allen was 1.2 faster last lap. James Allen passed David Kilsall for 10th. James Allen lost 10th to David Kilsall. Doug Crosby is P12, 0.2 behind James Allen. Marty Jamal is 5th, 0.2 behind Robert Cormack. Robert Cormack was 0.5 faster last lap. Jimmy Bowe is 7th, 0.1 ahead of John Astrup. David Kilsall is P11, 0.1 ahead of Doug Crosby. Doug Crosby is 12th, 0.4 behind David Kilsall. David Forsyth is P9, 0.4 behind Jimmy Bowe. Rene Robertson is P6. Best lap is a 0:39.826. 0.292 off the fastest lap. Marty Jewell is 6th, 0.2 behind Rene Robertson. Rene Robertson was 0.9 faster last lap. John Astrup is 7th. Best lap is a 0:39.654. 0.120 off the fastest lap. David Forsyth is 9th, 0.2 ahead of James Allen. David Forsyth is now 9th. David Kilsall is 9th, 0.1 behind David Forsyth. David Kilsall is now 9th. Rene Robertson is P7 with 70 kilos battling Marty Jewell. Rene Robertson is now P6. John Astrup is 6th, 0.1 ahead of Marty Jewell. 30 minutes remaining in the session. Marty Jewell on lap 13 is 7th, 0.4 behind John Astrup. John Astrup was 0.7 faster last lap. David Kilsall is P9, 0.2 behind David Forsyth. David Forsyth is P9. Best lap is a 0:39.835. 0.547 off the fastest lap. Dominic Fabadu is P4 with 30 kilos, 0.2 behind Robert Cormack. John Astrup is 6th, 0.3 ahead of Marty Jewell. Marty Jewell is P7, 0.3 behind John Astrup. John Astrup is 6th, 0.2 ahead of Marty Jewell. Rene Robertson is 6th, 0.1 behind John Astrup. Marty Jewell is P7, 0.3 behind Rene Robertson. Rene Robertson is P6, 0.3 behind John Astrup. Robert Cormack is 3rd, 0.5 behind Maddie Shepherd. David Forsyth is P8, 1.0 behind David Kilsall. Maddie Shepherd is P3, 0.4 behind Robert Cormack. Robert Cormack was 0.8 faster last lap. Marta Jawol entering the pits is 10th. David Kilsall is 7th. Best lap is 0:39.559. 0.283 off the fastest lap. David Forsyth is 8th, 1.1 behind David Kilsall. Marta Jawol exiting pits. Rene Robertson on lap 19 is 8th, 0.1 behind David Forsyth. David Kilsall on lap 20 is 6th, 0.3 behind John Astrup. James Allen entering the pits is 10th. Rene Robertson entering the pits is P9. Maddie Shepherd on lap 20 is P3, 0.5 behind Robert Cormack. 25 minutes remaining in the session. Dominic Favagu is P4. Best lap is a 0:39.700. 0.424 off the fastest lap. Maddie Shepherd is 3rd, 0.4 behind Robert Cormack. Rene Robertson exiting pits. David Kilsall is 6th battling John Astrup. David Kilsall was 2.5 faster last lap. David Kilsall passed John Astrup for P5. John Astrup is P6 with 50 kilos, 0.1 behind David Kilsall. David Kilsall was 2.5 faster last lap. John Astrup passed Dominic Favagu for P4. Dominic Favagu is 5th, 0.1 behind John Astrup. John Astrup was 2.9 faster last lap. Dominic Favagu is now first. Barry Sale entering the pits is P3. Robert Cormack entering the pits is P6. Maddie Shepherd entering the pits is 7th. John Astrup entering the pits is 8th. Doug Crosby is P4. Glenn Field entering the pits is 13. Marta Jawol is P11, 0.4 behind Brian Patterson. Doug Crosby is P4, 0.4 behind Rene Robertson. Rene Robertson was 36.2 faster last lap. David Forsyth exiting pits. John Astrup exiting pits. Glenn Field exiting pits. Maddie Shepherd exiting pits. Barry Sale exiting pits. John Astrup is P8, 0.8 behind David Forsyth. James Allen exiting pits. Doug Crosby is P4, 0.1 behind Rene Robertson. Robert Cormack exiting pits. John Astrup is 8th with 50 kilos, 0.1 behind David Forsyth. Doug Crosby is P4. Best lap is 0:39.909. 0.633 off the fastest lap. John Astrup is 8th, 0.5 behind David Forsyth. Doug Crosby is P4, 0.5 behind Rene Robertson. David Kilsall is P2, 0.3 behind Dominic Vargue. Doug Crosby is 4th, 0.3 behind Rene Robertson. Martin Wall is 6th, 0.5 behind Brian Patterson. Martin Wall passed Brian Patterson for 5th. Doug Crosby on lap 26 is 4th, 0.2 behind Rene Robertson. 20 minutes remaining in the session. Dominic Vargue is P2, 1.0 behind David Kilsall. Doug Crosby on lap 27 is 4th, 0.2 behind Rene Robertson. Brian Patterson exiting pits. Robert Cormack is 11th, 0.5 behind Brian Patterson. David Forsyth entering the pits is P9. Robert Cormack passed Brian Patterson for 10th. Doug Crosby is P4, 0.7 behind Rene Robertson. Rene Robertson was 0.7 faster last lap. Dominic Vargue is 2nd, 0.7 behind David Kilsall. David Forsyth exiting pits. Doug Crosby is 4th, 0.5 behind Rene Robertson. Dominic Vargue is 2nd, 1.2 behind David Kilsall. Doug Crosby is P4, 0.4 behind Rene Robertson. Doug Crosby entering the pits is 2nd. Dominic Vargue is 3rd. Dominic Vargue entering the pits is 3rd. Maddie Shepherd on lap 30 is P7, 1.0 behind John Astrup. David Forsyth is P11, 4.7 ahead of Glenn Field. David Forsyth lost 11th to Glenn Field. Dominic Favaggi exiting pits. Maddie Shepherd is 6th. David Forsyth entering the pits is 11th. Maddie Shepherd passed Dominic Favaggi for P5. Barry Sale is 7th, 0.3 behind Dominic Favaggi. Barry Sale passed Dominic Favaggi for 6th. Maddie Shepherd is P4, 0.5 behind John Astrup. "15 minutes remaining in the session. David Kilsall exiting pits. John Astrup is 3rd, 0.4 ahead of Maddie Shepherd. John Astrup lost 3rd to Maddie Shepherd. James Allen entering the pits is P12. John Astrup lost 4th to Barry Sale. James Allen is 12th. David Kilsall is 7th, 1.2 behind Dominic Favaggi. Glenn Field exiting pits. James Allen exiting pits. John Astrup is 5th, 0.7 behind Barry Sale. Brian Patterson entering the pits is 10th. Maddie Shepherd entering the pits is P5. David Kilsall is 4th, 0.4 behind Dominic Favaggi. John Astrup is 5th, 0.5 behind David Kilsall. David Kilsall was 14.7 faster last lap. Maddie Shepherd exiting pits. Glenn Field is P10, 0.1 behind James Allen. Barry Sale exiting pits. John Astrup is P5, 0.3 behind David Kilsall. Brian Patterson exiting pits. Dominic Favaggi is P3, 0.5 behind Martijn Mol. John Astrup is P5. Best lap is a 0:39.527. 0.251 off the fastest lap. John Astrup lost 5th to Maddie Shepherd. John Astrup passed Maddie Shepherd for P5. David Kilsall is 4th, 0.9 ahead of John Astrup. John Astrup is 5th, 0.5 behind David Kilsall. John Astrup was 1.1 faster last lap. John Astrup passed David Pelsall for P4. David Pelsall is P5, 0.3 behind John Astrup. Brian Patterson is P10 battling James Allen. Brian Patterson passed James Allen for 9. John Astrup is 4th, 0.2 behind Dominic Fabio. Shepard is 6th, 0.2 behind David Pelsall. John Astrup on lap 46 is 4th, 0.3 behind Dominic Fabio. Pelsall is P6, 0.1 behind Matty Shepard. 10 minutes remaining in the session. John Astrup is 4th, 0.2 behind Dominic Fabio. Dominic Fabio is 4th. John Astrup is 3rd, 0.4 ahead of Dominic Fabio. Dominic Fabio is 4th with 30 kilos, 0.6 behind John Astrup. John Astrup is P3, 0.1 behind Martin Moll. John Astrup passed Martin Moll for P2. Dominic Fabio is 3rd battling Martin Moll. Dominic Fabio lost P3 to Martin Moll. Matty Shepard is P5, 0.1 behind Dominic Fabio. Dominic Fabio is P4 battling Martin Moll. Martin Moll is 5th, 0.4 behind Dominic Fabio. Dominic Fabio was 0.6 faster last lap. Dominic Fabio is P4 with 30 kilos, 0.4 behind Matty Shepard. Robert Cormack entering the pits is P8. David Pelsall entering the pits is 6th. Robert Cormack is P8. James Allen is P10. Best lap is a 0:39.802. .703 off the fastest lap. David Kilsall is 7th. David Kilsall exiting pits. Marty Jamal is 5th, 0.8 behind Dominic Favargue. Matty Shepherd is P3, 1.0 behind John Astrup. Dominic Favargue is P5, 0.2 behind Marty Jamal. Marty Jamal was 0.8 faster last lap. Five minutes remaining in the session. Matty Shepherd is P3, 0.8 behind John Astrup. Marty Jamal is 5th at 70 kilos, 0.1 behind Dominic Favargue. Robert Cormack exiting pits. Matty Shepherd is 3rd, 0.6 behind John Astrup. Marty Jamal is 5th, 0.8 behind Dominic Favargue. Matty Shepherd is P3, 0.5 behind John Astrup. Marty Jamal is P5, 1.1 behind Dominic Favargue. Matty Shepherd is 3rd, 0.9 behind John Astrup. Marty Jamal on lap 48 is P5, 2.6 behind Dominic Favargue. Dominic Favargue was 1.5 faster last lap. Matty Shepherd on lap 49 is 3rd, 0.6 behind John Astrup. David Kilsall is P9. Martin Moll entering the pits is 5th. John Astrup is 3rd, 0.1 behind Matty Shepherd. Martin Moll is 5th. Martin Moll exiting pits. Martin Moll lost P5 to Barry Sale. Dominic Favagu is P4, 4.0 behind John Astrup. Barry Sale is 5th. John Astrup is 4th with 50 kilos, 4.6 behind Dominic Favagu. John Astrup entering the pits is P4. Matty Shepherd on lap 53 is P2, 0.7 behind Rene Robertson. Matty Shepherd passed Rene Robertson for first. The leader has just finished the race. Matty Shepherd finished first. Dominic Favagu finished P2. Brian Patterson finished 7th. Barry Sale finished 5th. Rene Robertson finished 3rd. Martin Moll finished 6th. David Kilsall finished 9th. James Allen finished 8th. John Astrup is 4th. John Astrup finished 4th.